Randomly I am drawing. Okay. So you can access trim command from the command line. The shortcut key is TR, or you can access the trim command from the ribbon bar as well. Here it is, trim. Okay. So TR, enter. You can see it is asking trim select objects or mode or select all. So see, mode I will explain later. Before that, you can see here inside the bracket select all is written. Means if I press enter, then the trim is nothing but the trim will be means the AutoCAD will select all the objects which are present in the drawing area for applying the trim command. So let me enter. So press the enter to select all the objects. Now we have different options right here. Cutting edges, fence, crossing, mode, project edge, erase. Okay, now, okay, I have selected all the objects. Okay, if I go to cutting edges, okay, then again, same option will be there. Same option will ask, same question will ask, trim select object or select all. So if you want to select some specifying objects, suppose I want to select this and this. I want to trim between these two objects. So I have specifically selected these two objects and press enter. Okay, now all the objects which are in contact with this two particular objects will get trimmed. So see, this object is not getting trimmed because this object is not in contact with this. See, if I try to trim this, it will not trim. Even it will not trim. But this will get trimmed. Why? Why this line is getting trimmed? Because this line is intersecting this circle. That's why this is getting trimmed. If I left click, you can see that particular portion will be gone, will get erased. So this is how the trim works. Even if I select this whole object will be gone. So this is how the trim works. Okay, see, intersection is the important part. What I said, intersection is the important thing. It was intersecting, that's why it is gone. Now, if I select this as well, let me select this. This part is deleted. Only this part is remaining. Why? Because it is intersecting with circle also, which I have already selected. Let me do undo. Here you can see the option undo. Okay, let me come out of it. Let me copy whole of the things so that I can do some differentiation. Now you will see the better results. Go to trim. Now, if I press enter, then all the objects will be selected. Okay. Now in this case, all the objects are selected for the trim. Like in the previous case, in the cutting edges, I selected only this two object. Right? So if I select this two object and press enter, then only the objects which are in contact or intersecting with these two objects, that is circle and this particular line, only those objects will get trimmed. But what if I select all. Go to trim, then select all. Select all means what? I am selecting whole of the drawing which are present here. So select all means for getting select all, press enter. Now you can do trim. See here. See here, I am trimming only this part. See, this is how trim works. Because I have selected all, so that's why only this portion is getting trimmed, because I have selected all objects. I have selected all the objects. But in the previous case, when I used cutting edges and I selected only these two objects, this circle and this line, at that time you might have observed what was the result. See here, select object. Let me select this object and this object and enter. Now you see how it is getting trimmed and how it is getting trimmed here. So sometimes this plays a very important role. Okay. Now see here, this is how got trimmed, because this trim was done by selecting all the objects. Okay. Now this trim was done by selecting only these two objects. How to select those objects? Again, you can go to cutting edges. Go to cutting edge. Let me select this circle and this line. Enter. Now select this line. You can see the difference. Here only this part is getting trimmed, and here complete line getting trimmed, which is outside this circle. So that's the difference. This may be handful in lots of cases. Okay. Now I want to go select all the objects. So how to select all the objects? Go to cutting edges and select all. What I said, go to cutting edges and select all. How to select all? Just directly press enter, because select all is the by default option. So directly press enter, select all will be, means all the objects will be selected. Now the next option is fence. Go to fence, left clicking and create fence like this. All the objects will get trimmed. See, enter. You can see the result. So this is how trim works. Fence. You have to make fences. Actually, those are straight lines only. Now, again go to undo so that I can regain all my shapes. Now we have crossing. Crossing window, you know, that green color window which we do. So here it is asking first corner. So this is the first corner. This is the second corner. So all the objects which will pass through, means all the objects uh, crossed by this particular window, okay, will be trimmed. See here, left click, gone. Again press undo so that it get returned. So I hope you understood the meaning of crossing. Okay, let me draw again. Left click, and this is the cross window. So this is how it will work. Okay, now next is mode. Mode, we have two options, quick and standard. As of now we are doing standard. Once you select standard, go to mode and select a standard, you will see this particular options. Once you go to mode and select quick, you will see only limited options. Only limited options. Okay. As of now, I am doing standard because standard has more commands. Now we have one more option, that is project. Go to project. This project I will explain in 3D. Okay. When I will do AutoCAD 3D, at that time I will teach. As of now, select none. so that we can come out of that particular command inside the trim. Now, next is very important, edge. Inside the edge, we have two options, extend, no extend. Let me explain. Let me select no extend first. If I select no extend, then you can see this line is not getting trimmed. You can see. Now let's go to edge again and extend. Now you can see this line is getting trimmed from this portion only due to this particular line. Actually, see here, this line, this particular line and this particular line, they are not touching each other, neither they are intersecting. You can say they are apparent intersecting, apparent intersecting. So if you want to trim some apparent intersections, then you have to activate the extend inside this edge. Go to edge, extend. See here how beautifully it works. So this portion got trimmed due to this line, extension of this line. So like that it will work. Even you can use the command erase inside the trim. So go to erase and select object you want to erase. Enter. Okay. So those objects got erased. And undo you already know. Okay. So that was all about trim. Now let me show you some hidden feature of trim, which is already written here. See, above the command line, select object to trim or shift select to extend. Press the button shift. Press the button shift and click on the line. See here. You can see that the lines are getting extended. See, it is not getting trimmed, means we are not removing the object. Rather, we are adding the object. We are extending the lines. How? Press shift and click on the object. Press the shift button. Actually press and hold the shift button and do it. You have to press and hold the shift button. Okay. You have to press and hold the shift button. Yes, exactly. See. And left click. So that's it. This is how the extend got work using trim. I hope this is very easy for you. Now go to mode. We have quick. So inside the quick, we have same sort of options which were in standard, but there are some limited options. So I would recommend the standard one only you have to use. So most of the time while using trim, just you have to do, see, go to trim command. Okay, go to trim command, enter. Here it will ask select object. I will go for select all. So how to select all? How to check the option for select all? You have to press enter. Okay. Yes. Once you press enter, directly trim away all the objects. Mostly this option will be used. Okay. Mostly this option will be used. So you have to use this option. I hope this is clear. This option will be used most of the time for trim. Just go to TR, select all. For getting select all, you have to press enter again and just select the entities which you want to remove. That's it.